Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. And welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa, and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is My Home. And before we get into any lessons, my friends, we need to sanitize. Remember, if you don't have sanitizer, you can always use soap and water. We start by rubbing inside, around our hands, very good, in between our fingers, on our wrists, and our fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we are going to be doing a collage and talking about special occasions. Now, boys and girls, let's do something fun by starting our lesson on page 15. On page 15, we are going to do a collage. Now, this house is going to be the one that we are going to collage with. So let's take a look. The house that we have in front of us needs to have a material on top. That means we are not coloring. No! So, Teacher Mutsa, what are we going to use? Well, let me show you. Now, every time we do a collage, we can use any material. We can use sand, we can use other papers, we can use anything that is safe for us to use. I am going to use some rice. Now, the thing with the material that you're going to use, you make sure that it is small enough for you to stick. So, if you're going to use another paper or even a newspaper, you need to cut them very small. For example, these pieces that I have cut are very, very small. So these are the ones that you can use if you're using a newspaper or another colorful paper. Today, I want to use rice. So, I'm going to start by putting my glue. Remember, boys and girls, glue is not something to play with, so you only take it out when you need it. I'm going to take my glue and put it all over my house. All over the house, doop, 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 around the roof of my house, and the chimney, the windows, and the door. And now I think I have put glue all over my house. So, now that there is glue on my house, and I'm sure there is glue on my house, I first need to close my glue so that it doesn't dry out. There you go. Thank you, Mr. Glue. Then, because I'm dealing with something small, I've put a newspaper over it so that I can keep my table clean. I want you to do the same as well. So, before my glue dries, I'm going to pour a little bit of rice on top of my paper. There we go. Here it goes. Rice is everywhere. Rice, 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 rice. You can see that I'm not pouring a lot. That's because I don't want too much rice to go in the wrong place. So I'm taking my time. I'm going to put the rice. I think I have enough rice now. No, a little bit more. A little bit more. And yes, I have rice all over my page. Now, just to be sure, I'm going to rub my hands gently on top of my paper, directing the rice where the glue is. And then I'm going to pat it down. You can see I'm using my hand gently to move the rice around and to pat it down. Now, I want to see, are we going to get the shape of a house if I lift up my paper? I don't think so, but we're going to try. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, lift! Uh-oh, it looked like some of the rice fell down, but it looks a good job, I guess, because I didn't put anything on the door, and that's where there's no rice. The window has a little bit of rice, but you can always go back and put a little bit of glue and some rice as well. Remember, you can use any material, sand, paper, rice, just something small enough to fit on your page. Take your time with this one, boys and girls. Have fun. Try hard not to make a mess by putting a newspaper down first before you continue. Then when you're done, show your parents. Show them how beautiful your house is. Also, when you're done, you can quickly move to the next page, page 16. On page 16, you're going to draw a special occasion that happened in your house. Now, a special occasion can be anything, boys and girls. It can be a birthday party, a Christmas party, a graduation party. Just a special occasion where people came together, they ate, they sang, they danced. We want you to draw that one. In mine, I'm going to draw a birthday party where there was lots of cake, a lot of people, lots of balloons and dancing. So it's up to you, boys and girls. That space is just for you to draw the special occasion. Take your time. Make sure you draw beautiful people with eyes, ears, noses, mouths, legs, arms. Draw the beautiful day with the decorations. If there's a cake, let us see the wonderful cake. And when you're done, color, because it's not just about drawing, it's also about coloring as well. So take your time with this page, boys and girls. If the sun was shining, we want to see it as well. I will see you when you're done with your collage and with your drawing after the advert break.
Follow us on My Zone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson. But don't worry, I know that you are going to be practicing at home. Don't worry as well. If you're not sure what to do or you don't understand, you can always ask an adult for help. Just make sure that you end up finishing all your work by yourself. So now that we're done with our lesson, it's important for us to sanitize. Do you remember how we sanitize? I'm sure you do. Remember, if you don't have sanitizer, you can always use soap and water. So we start by rubbing inside our hands. Very good. Around our hands. Good. In between our fingers. On our wrists. And our fingertips too. Well done. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I have a special friend and I know you know his name is Sashi. But I don't know where he is. I want to sing. Oh, there you are, Sashi. So, Sashi and I would like to sing a special goodbye song. Are you ready, Sashi? Wonderful. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Bye!
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.